Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you some of the cool new features in onCampus that will allow us to send emails to our students in a more efficient way. I know that at the beginning of the year, whether it's with your sport, your club, or your class, that trying to organize all of the members or students in your class or members of your club into like an email group for bulk email purposes is very hard. It takes a lot of time. But onCampus makes that very easy. So here I am in my example engineering course, and I'm right on the bulletin board. So I'm going to go actually over to roster, the roster tab. Click on that. Right now my class only has 5 students, and you can see their individual information cards are here. And what I want to do is actually say I want to send an email to all of my students saying like, hey, something's coming up, pay attention. Right here, I have bulk communication, students, parents, or both. I'm going to click on the students. And I have like a built-in messaging system here, which we're not going to use because it's not really as good as Outlook. Instead, I'm going to click send via email. I click that button and it changes. And I have a list of all of my students' email addresses. And I'm going to use this list. Right now it says you can just copy and paste this list into an email. And that's pretty good. But you have to do a few things first. First, Outlook wants it in semicolons. So I have to click semicolons, and that changes the character between the items in the list as a semicolon. This is what is needed in Outlook for that to work. So for example, it makes it commas, it makes it semicolons, it makes it commas, makes it semicolons, etc., etc. So leave it semicolons. I'm going to copy, Control C, and then I'm going to go to Outlook. Now I'm in Outlook. If I just went to a new email, I could actually paste those names into the email and just send it out. Hey, do your work. Of course, I'm not going to send that though. But what's better is if I actually created an email group so I wouldn't have to continually do this process every time. So now that I still have that copied, let's make a group in Outlook. So I'm going to go down here to this little person icon, switches over to contacts. And at the top, I'm going to say new group contact. I'm going to call this test engineering 2017. And I'm going to add members to the group. I'm going to choose the first option from Outlook contacts. And here I could go one at a time, adding the members of my class or adding the members of my club or whatever. And this would take forever, especially if you had 5 classes or 3 clubs or 3 sports, whatever. So what I'm going to do instead is just click down here and paste what I copied from onCampus. I click OK, and it just does it. Super easy. Save and close. Great. And now that group will be in my list of contacts. So how do I access that? I'm going to go back over to the mail button. Click new email. Say, welcome to engineering 2017. Work. So let's say I'm sending out a welcome message to my class on the first day of school. How do I get that group up here? I click the to button. Well, I have to change this drop down to my contacts because the group is in my contacts. Once I'm here and the list resets, I type in test, and there it is, test engineering 2017. It's highlighted already. I'm going to click on it, click the to because I'm going to put that group in the to field. Okay, great. There it is. And just to prove it, you can actually hit these little plus buttons on your groups to like expand them if you wanted to see the members of that group. You don't have to do that. This is just to prove to you that it worked. It's saying once you do that, you can't undo it. Yep. So it's going to send to those 5 students. There you go. Pretty easy.